Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag PostgreSQL 18 DBA tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn in day 24 PostgreSQL 18 DBA 0 to hero in 30 days course. So day 24, we are going to learn about the PostgreSQL 18 MySQL migration using the Pgloader. We'll go through the step-by-step process. So we have a two database. One database is running on the MySQL and another database server is running with the PostgreSQL. So we are going to migrate the database from the MySQL to PostgreSQL. We'll go through the step-by-step process for that. So here we are using the Pgloader. So what is the Pgloader? So Pgloader is the open source data migration tool primarily used to load data into the Postgres from the various sources with the minimal manual effort. So what Pgloader does? So Pgloader automates the process of extracting data from a source database or file, creating PostgreSQL tables and schema if desired, converting data types between systems, loading data efficiently into the PostgreSQL, creating indexes and constraint after loading. So it's especially popular for migrating existing applications to PostgreSQL. So common source supported. So pgloader can import data from MySQL, MariaDB, SQLite, CSV file, fixed with text file, DBF, dBase files, and some other database format. So working guide for the MySQL to PostgreSQL migration is different server using the pgloader. So MySQL to the PostgreSQL migration using the pgloader, we have a different server and there Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS is running. So in our case, our both the servers are running with the VMware workstation. There is a server 1, server 2. There you can see Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS server is there. Here also Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS server is there. Now I am going to access both the server. Server details are there. MySQL server source 128, 192.168.50.128. Postgres server. This is the target server for the pgloader. So 129 database name is testdb. MySQL user is root or migrate. Postgres SQL server is Postgres and password we are using the admin at the rate 123. You can use the different password in production. So now I'm going to set up my MySQL server setup. So cmd. So home SSH. You can use any SSH client for this. Okay. Let me log in. Sudo su. Clear. So this is my MySQL server 128. Okay, and we want another server that is a 129 sshd Chirag at the rate. So admin at the rate 123. Okay, by mistake I'm blocked out. So sudo user. So done. Now this is server 2. This is the PostgreSQL server 129. Change the tab color. So this is red. This is black 128. This is red 129. Now go with the 128. Install the MySQL on Ubuntu 24.0 for LTS. Now I'm going to install MySQL and then install the MySQL. So update and upgrade the system packages. So install. So you're installing the MySQL 8.0. So installation is going on. Now I'm going to secure my MySQL. So sudo MySQL secure installation. Validate your password, no, and remove. Anonymous user, yes. Disallow root login remotely, yes. Remote test databases and access to it. Reload the privileges, yes. So this is done. Now set the root password, remove the anonymous user. We have done this. Configure the MySQL for the remote access. So open the configuration file and so change your confirm bind address. So bind address will change this to 0.0.0. So allow all the IPs and next default password authentication plugin not there. So we are going to add this. So configuration is changes is done. Now I am going to restart the MySQL to apply the changes, whatever the changes we have done in the configuration file. So sudo systemctl restart MySQL. So done. Now I am going to log into MySQL database minus u root minus p admin at the rate 123. Now create a database. Create database test underscore db. Use test underscore db. So we have changed the database. Now our database is test underscore db. So we are going to create a table and insert some value and just list the value. So this is a simple task. So we have a two rows are there. We have inserted on user table. There is a one is detail of Chirag Mahto and Purab Kumar. Now allow the remote MySQL user. So this should be available on this. Okay, let me log in and let me try again. Set global password policy is low. Okay, leave it this one. Now we are going to create a migrate user for 129. So MySQL minus u root minus p admin at the rate 123. Now create a user. Grant all the privilege to my user and flush the privileges means apply the changes. So done. This one also completed. Now move to the part 2. There is in part 2 PostgreSQL server setup. So we are going to log into our second database, that is Postgres database, and install the Postgres. So let me install. So press enter to continue. So installation is done. Let me enable the Postgres service. So sudo systemctl enable PostgreSQL. Okay. Now start the service. So we have done this. Now configure the PostgreSQL for the remote access. Let me edit the PostgreSQL.config file. So sudo nano slash etc postgres 18 main postgres.config. Control W. So address instead of localhost, we are going to put extract Control X and Y. Now edit the pghba file, that is a Postgres host-based authentication file, will be available on the same path. Go to the end and we'll allow host all 0.0.0.0 slash 0/0. I'm going to allow all, and here I'm going to use copy this scrm sh256 control x y and c save. So this is done. Now I'm going to restart my service to apply the changes. So whatever the changes we have done, this should be applied. Now create Postgres SQL database and password. So let me log into this sudo -i -u postgres and psql. So we are logged into Postgres form. Now alter the password, alter user postgres password, and password I'm going to put admin@123 for the production. Use some strong password. Now create database text underscore db. So slash q, then exit. So our Postgres server is ready now. Now we are going to install the Pgloader installation. So let me check. So we have done this. Now in part 3 we are going to install the Pgloader. So on Postgres server 129 we are install the Pgloader. First install the dependencies. Then download and build the Pgloader. So download. Now run the Mac Pgloader. Then So packages are installing. It will take some time. So loading the PG loader. So this is done. Now let me check the help. So string and all the details you can find here. Boolean show the usage of exit and other details are there. Now what I'll do, I'll just alter the password. So done, exit. So next, the Pgloader installed successfully. So run the Pgloader migration command. So export the password, that is admin123, and then run the build Pgloader. And this is the source IP, and there is a MySQL and Postgres is the destination IP with the IP. So import successfully. There's a number of rows two and took the 67 second. 0.167 millisecond. So what pgloader does? So create table on the PostgreSQL, convert MySQL data type, and copies data safely, and maintains the integrity. So in part 5, we are going to verify the migration. Let me log into the PostgreSQL. Then directly go to the testdb/dt. So we have a user data table. So select extract from users. So we have a two rows. Here you can see we have a two rows, and same rows we are able to see on this. So in this video, we have learned the PostgreSQL 18 MySQL migration to PostgreSQL. So final summary is there. So MySQL install and remote enable, PostgreSQL 18 install and configure, pgloader compiled, and cross-server migration is completed and data verified successfully. So disclaimer is that this video is created for the educational and informational purpose only under the Fair Use Section 107 Copyright Act 1976. All trademarks and logos belong to their respective owners. No copyright infringement intended. For copyright concern, you can send me mail on this email address. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp channel, and Telegram channel is there. Follow the process exactly shown in the video. Do you have any questions? Then drop them into the comment box. And like, share, and comment and subscribe to my channel, that is Chirag Mahto Official. Hope this will help. Thank you for watching.